Sounds great. So if somebody sees us not in live, like afterwards, we're in the middle of the COVID crisis. Could you think what is the effect of this crisis on innovation? What does leaders for innovation face right now?
Yeah, it truly is a unique time.
Right.
It's not only
It
in terms of
is.
innovation, but in everything, every aspect.
Yeah. But when we think about change, like this is the ultimate change. Like there was no change like this. And it's like a change which is so unexpected with so many unknowns and nobody knows the answer. So collaboration, co-creation is like more important than ever as I see it.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Well, if we look at how innovation and crisis in generally correlate or how to go together, what we see is that at the beginning of a crisis, many companies have a complete standstill in terms of innovation and investment in innovation, because obviously there's a high uncertainty and kind of they have to collect themselves and see how things are going. But after this kind of first phase, we see two different kinds of behaviors. We see the one that are completely cutting down on all activities, on all costs, and kind of coming to a standstill and are really just kind of focusing on staying alive. But then there's the other type of company that is, to be honest, not struggling less than the first example, but having a different reaction. And they say this is really only if we react now, if we change, because you cannot change the environment, you cannot change the conditions of the crisis. The only thing that you can change is how you react to it. And these are the types of companies that actually start investing in innovation and start seeing the change in their external world as an opportunity for internal change as well, and to kind of accelerate structural change. And I think that's something that we're not only seeing in companies, but in our society in general. I feel that so many topics are surfacing right now that were important before, and now are kind of getting on a catapult.
I totally agree.
Level, no?
Like what you just said about the companies who are going and with the change or resisting it, and they are both in the same position. It's not like one of them has more money or more sure about what's going to be. So I'm writing a book, and I thought about calling it Building Windmills, because when the wind of change is coming, you could either build walls or build windmills. And I think, it's a good phrase, right? So, and I thought about it a lot while I'm writing this book, because I think that in some cases, walls are really important in order to protect your assets and do whatever you can, as long as you're using it in order to build something better for your future, or something which is valuable for you in the future of your market and the people who are building for. And when you think about building windmills, is like harnessing these changes in order to do something better for your company, for your product, for your services. So it really makes sense. Like what you said is like resonating with me.